Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. How do you make a team that you actually love? One of the first things that I do is I usually start off with looking for my favorite character. And usually after you find your favorite character, you can kind of just build a team around that character. In Dragon Ball Fighters, my favorite character is Videl. And I try to build my team around Videl. My team is Videl, Labco, and Cell. Well, I don't really play Cell anymore, and Labco's not in this game. So how do I build a team around Videl with characters that are different, with newer characters or fresher characters? But in this game, it's a bit more different. In Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, I have to decide what can my character bring to the team and how much my character costs. In Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, characters have these things called destruction points, as you can see from the very top. Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Z End, you can see that he costs a total of 7 DP points, whereas Dragon Ball Goku from Super, from the anime, he only costs 5 points. Now the main question is, how do I build my team? What can I do in this game differently in order to build my team? Well, we have Videl. Going back to my own favorite character, we have Videl. In this game, Videl only costs 2 destruction points, whereas a lot of the more OP characters like Red Gogeta from GT Super Saiyan 4 or Super Vegito, they cost 8 points and then 10 points. And obviously these characters are very strong. They have Wild Sense, After Image Strike. They have Big Bang Kamehameha. They have a Beam Sword or Unblockable Super. But how do we decide that what's the best team for my favorite character? Well, Videl here, she costs 2 points. She has After Image Strike. She has a nice super. So I like her. I'm gonna pick her. Now I have 13 more points to play around with. What can I do with these 13 points? Who should I pick? What I like to do is just find my secondary character, somebody who's also my favorite, that also fits into what I like to do, or that my character is missing. So in this case, Videl, she has After Image Strike. So maybe I could look for another character that can complement her. Maybe somebody like her boyfriend, the Gray Saiyaman. Well, do I like Gohan in this game? He's 4 points, Gray Saiyaman is 4 points, but you know, this might be just a personal thing, but I kind of don't like this fit. So maybe I'll go with somebody more adult, maybe more Super Saiyan, somebody that has something that could complement her and doesn't cost too many points. In this example, we could probably use Super Saiyan Adult Gohan, or we could use Adult Gohan Super Saiyan 2. Both are pretty strong characters. Well, what's the difference between them? One has Explosive Wave, the other one has Explosive Wave. One has full power charge, the other one has full power charge. So what's the difference? Well, I guess it'll come down to their supers. In Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, a lot of characters have unblockable supers. In this case, Super Saiyan Adult Gohan, he has an ultimate that's unblockable, whereas Super Saiyan 2 Adult Gohan does not have a blockable super. Well, with that information, it tells me that if I do Bros Kamehameha versus doing Super Kamehameha, that this one becomes unblockable. So then I go and I say, although Super Saiyan 2 is stronger in the anime, in the manga, and so on, that means that Super Saiyan 2 Gohan is stronger than Super Saiyan 1 Gohan? Maybe. But I like Super Saiyan Gohan, so I think I'm going to select this character instead. It's cheaper by 1 point, and it has an unblockable super. Okay. So yeah, I think I'm going to go with the boyfriend team here. I go with Videl and Gohan. Well, I have 8 points remaining, right? So that's 7 points to play with. So now I have to look for a character that's 7 points or under. You know, one of the great things about this game is that you can sort the DP points by ascending or descending. So in this case, we can look for characters who are 7 points or less. So we can start around here actually. Well, we have Vegito, who's 7 points, who can transform into Super Saiyan Vegito or Super Saiyan Blue Vegito, Super Saiyan God Vegito. We also have Super Saiyan God Vegeta. There are a lot of characters to play with. We can also select Adult Gohan in this example. We could choose Topo, we could choose Shenron, Janemba, Super Buu. There's a lot of different characters that we can choose from. Or if you don't want to select a singular 7 DP point character, we can select 2 characters or even 3 characters, because we could just do a combination of multiple characters into one. For example, here we can even choose Mr. Satan. We have 9 out of 15. We can choose Pam. We can have a, it's kind of funny, but we can choose a family tree here if you want. You know, some people like having that family dynamic, but we have 3 points to play with. So who can we play for 3 points that would fit onto the team to complete this family tree? Let's look at the list. For 3 points, we can get Team Goku. We can get Daima Goku. We can actually complete the family tree here. It would be nice if you can select just Goku, but I believe that Goku starts at 4 points. Oh, early Z Goku does start off at 4 points, but at that point, we would have to get rid of maybe Mr. Satan instead, right? Or we can just choose the family tree and select Team Goku. Now, each one of these characters provided something unique to the team, right? Videl here, she has after image strike, which is really strong. Though Gohan here has explosive wave, so anytime he's getting comboed, you can just tell the opponent, get off me tool. Mr. Satan, he has false courage. You know, some people like that super armor, making it so it's harder to break out of your shell. And then we have Pan as well, who also has after image strike. And then we go to Goku. Wow, I'm looking at this family tree, and this family tree might be a little bit broken. I just realized I have 3 characters with after image strike. That's kind of OP. But then we go into how well do these characters mesh, you know? 3 of these characters are pretty strong. Mr. Satan is 1 point. He doesn't have any transformation, and neither does Pan, but how strong are these characters? Well, I think the best way to test how strong a character really is by just going into a game with them and just checking out their buttons overall. One of the beautiful things about this game is that you can always go into the training room and just test out any theory that you may have or anything you want to test out, whether you want to have your maximum ki, health bar, sparking, you name it. Switch time, let's change the switch time to none here just to see. Yeah. So we see here that, for example, Videl she has after image strike. Can we go to training mode settings, go to gauge settings, and skill count bar to max? Yeah, that would be helpful here. So Videl has after image strike, which is really powerful. For those who don't know about after image strike, we can just show you real quick. So let's go to opponent settings. Let's go to melee attacks. So here the opponent's gonna attack me, and every time they attack me here, you see that Videl's doing like this after image, and she's able to be completely untouchable for 15 seconds. Now, of course, there's ways to beat this, and you learn as you play the game. But like one of the main ways to beat this is by going for ki blast. So you see if I can set the opponent here to go for some ki blast. Balance strategies. Let's do ki blast. So I can have the opponent ki blast me here. Oh yeah, he can throw ki blast. So you can see here that I just applied after image, and I'm unable to dodge the ki blast, but the physical attacks I can dodge. So like that's one of the beauties of after image strike, is that it makes you essentially almost untouchable in this game, you know? It kind of gives you the feeling of invincibility, if you will. And the fact that it lasts 15 seconds is honestly a pretty long time in this game. 15 seconds is a lot of time. But that's one thing that I see about Videl that I really enjoy. What else do I like about Videl? Well, let me see how much damage she does offer just a basic combo. Nice. Can we get an air combo here? Nice, we can. She gets about 9,000 damage. Her damage isn't the highest. She has 2 bars of HP. Pretty decent health bar here. But she does have access to after image strike for a low cost for a DP character. So those are important variables to take into account. And then we also have Mr. Satan. We have a plethora of characters on the team. Let's see. We have a Gohan here. We have Super Saiyan Gohan here. Let me take off the training mode. Let me reset everything to default. Let's try out Gohan. So Gohan has explosive wave. So if I'm ever being comboed by somebody as Gohan at least, if I'm ever being comboed, can I set the opponent to attack me again? Yeah, if I'm ever being comboed, I can always just do explosive wave, and it'll always get the opponent off of me. That's actually pretty good. So I have a get off me button. That's actually really good. Nice get off me button, nice tool. I like that. That's pretty strong. So this will actually make a pretty good team. So what else does Gohan have? He has full power charge. What does this do? Oh, it automatically uses all your ki. Let me see. Okay, I have 0 ki. Full power charge for 2 bars. Wow, max ki. Look at that. You get max ki for 2 bars. This is really strong, especially if you've seen one of my previous videos on how to manage your ki. This is actually pretty powerful because the more ki you have, you can just outplay your opponents so much. Especially when you go into those Vanish Wars, you would always have more ki than your opponent. And even on top of that, if you have less ki and you have more skill coming than your opponent, or more than 2, you can always have a get off me button with explosive wave. So this is really strong with Gohan. And on top of that, let me set the opponent to guard. He has an unblockable super. So right now, Trunks is guarding, right? He's blocking. So he's blocking. And according to the doc, if this is true, then this is an unblockable. Let's test this theory out real quick. Look how beautiful the animation is for Gohan's ultimate. Is it truly unblockable? It is. Look at all this. Look at all this damage Trunks is about to take. My goodness. Wait, it killed him. That did 18,000 damage. Wow. That did 18,000 damage and is an unblockable super. Oh yeah, this Gohan is definitely staying on my team. Alright, so we got 2 characters down. Videl has after image strike. Gohan has a get off me button, a full power charge, and an unblockable super. This is looking like a very successful team right now. What else does the rest of the team bring? So we have Pan, and somebody had told me before that Pan starts off with some meter. Let me see if this is true. Let me reset this. As you can see from the top left, Pan actually starts off with 2 skill cons, 3 bars and 2 skill cons. And guess what? After image strike starts at 3 bars. So look how fast she gains her meter. Let's see if I could just reset this and put a timer on the screen. As you can see, Pan actually gains those 3 bars fairly quickly, honestly. And that means she can gain 3 bars fairly quickly, and she starts at 2 bars. That means I can immediately go into after image strike. This is actually really strong. So if I'm ever in a situation when I'm stuck and the opponent has a lot of tools, a lot of meter, or anything like that, and I can switch into Pan, this is actually really strong because she starts off with immediate 2 bars. So honestly, this is already a plus side. Can I set the automatic switch time? Yes, to none. So this means that if I'm ever in a dire situation where I need to survive, Pan starts off with 2 bars immediately. I could just block for a little bit, play a little bit of defense, kite away until I get my 3 bar skill count. Right before I know it, I key charge a little bit, have after image strike. I could go right behind my opponent and start my offense pretty much instantly. Before they even know it, and if they ever try to take their turn, I have some key, I have after image strike on, so it's a lot harder for my opponent to actually try to get their offense started against me. So this is actually pretty good. Now we understand that Pan is really strong, Super Saiyan Gohan is really strong, Videl is also really strong. Well, what about Goku? What about Team Goku? Well, Team Goku also starts off with 2 bars, and he has after image that starts at 3 skill count. It's the same concept. I think I just noticed a flaw with Goku. He can't fly. Well, Goku has after image strike, but he can't fly. He can stay in the air pretty indefinitely if you hold L1 button on standard controls. His tail is kind of like a little propeller. It's keeping him afloat. What the heck? Alright, so he can't fly, but he can stay pretty much in the air. What about when you Z-burst dash behind your opponent? Oh, he has the Nimbus Cloud. Okay. You know, just for cool points only, having the Nimbus? No shot, man. You can actually ride the Nimbus in this game. Does it go from far away? Oh my lord. Yo, it goes from far away. Okay. And he has the power pole. This is pretty neat. This is pretty neat. And he has good damage off his basic combo. He has power pole. He has the Nimbus. And he has after image strike. Okay, sure he can't fly, but come on, man. He can pretty much stay in the air indefinitely. I think that's good enough if you ask me. So we got good buttons. We have after image strike. This is pretty good overall. He can fly on the Nimbus. False courage. He has super armor. For 1 bar, he has super armor. For those who don't know how the super armor works in this game, you can basically eat up to 5 hits before the opponent can actually hit you. So look at this, right? I'm not even guarding, but you see this right here? This is super armor, as long as from the front side. Oh yeah, false courage doesn't work against charge attacks. But normal physical attacks, this should work. Yeah, see? There you go. I have super armor for about 5 hits. That's actually really strong. So that's another plus for Goku. Any character that has false courage, low points, this is actually really good, especially considering the fact that Goku starts off with 2 skill counts anyways. This means you can do it essentially at round start position. This is really strong. It's not immune to ki blasts or charge attacks or throws, but it's immune to just standard melee attacks. Swing at me? Yeah, that's actually pretty good. I can win. I can win in those scenarios because I have false courage on. That's actually really impressive. I have a 5-man team so far with a lot of good stuff, a lot of great tools. So just to recap, we have Ultimate Gohan, that with an unblockable, full power charge, Videl, after image strike, Pan, starts with 2 skill counts. Overall, so far, it's a pretty good team. Now, what does Mr. Saiyan offer? He also has false courage. Oh, so we just saw this example. If Mr. Saiyan has 2... Wait, huh? Uh-oh. I think I encountered Mr. Saiyan. I encountered a problem with Mr. Saiyan. Unless Vegeta has super armor, even though we're still dealing damage, Mr. Saiyan can't damage your opponent unless it's a charge attack? Okay, sorry. So we just pointed out a massive flaw with Mr. Saiyan. Okay, maybe we don't want Mr. Saiyan on the team. But perhaps he can be useful, because remember, every time in this game, whenever you tag out your character and they lose HP, they do recover HP. You see those green bars on the left hand side next to the characters? That is their HP value. So maybe Mr. Satan could be good because he has false courage, so he can just run around, take hits, have super armor while his team recovers. He's not going to be really good at perhaps damaging the opponent, but he could be good for cutting away. He has 2 bars. He can't fly either, can he? No, he can't fly either. But he can pretty much stay in the air indefinitely. Unlike Budokai 3 when he had his jetpack, remember those days? It's pretty solid. So you can use him maybe as to kite away, maybe not deal too much damage, but use him for what he can. If you want to damage your opponent, I guess you can, like, you have to full charge. Almost like a full charge, yeah. But overall, when it comes to team building, I think it's very important to understand what the character weaknesses are, what their strengths are, and how to utilize them and see what they can do, what they can't do, what they want to do, and how you want to play overall. There's a lot of characters in this game. There's over 180 characters, and it's very important to like find out what you like, what you dislike in a character, what you want your character to do. And overall, it just comes down to like what you want to see, how you want to perform, and what you like overall. Remember, the goal is to pick a character that you love, and then from there pick a team around that same character to find a perfect team for you that you will love, and hopefully have you enjoy the game to its fullest potential. It's not always easy when it comes to finding a main team, a team that you like, a team that you enjoy. But that's a good thing that there's a bunch of characters in this game. There's a plethora of characters in this game. Different skill points, different DP points. It's always really good to come into training mode and just testing out different things with the character, see what they have. If you guys want to see the unblockable list, I will post it down in the comment section below. But let me know what you guys think about the video overall, if this was helpful at all, by finding out what's your main team, what characters to pick, what to look for in a character, and things of that nature. I want to thank everybody for being here, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Thank you everybody for watching, and I'll see you. Adios. Yeah, I love Videl. Videl is so good. Look at all this damage that she gets. And she could get like a cheeky little reset. Oh yeah, that's good. And she can come off this. Yeah, Videl's pretty good. Let me just see her ultimate for the one time. Yeah, this I like this right here. And Videl gets his super animation on. This is so clean. On Vegeta. She just straight punching it, my goodness.